Today, we're exploring how a simple hand position, practiced for thousands of years, is now being validated by cutting-edge neuroscience research.
That's fascinating timing because I was just reading about some new studies on mudras and their effects on brainwave patterns. What drew you to explore this particular practice?
Well, what really caught my attention was how the Prana Vayu Mudra specifically mirrors natural phenomena. When you position your fingertips toward the earth, you're actually recreating the same patterns we see in the sacred Bodhi tree's root system. And here's what's really interesting. Recent electromagnetic studies show these positions create measurable changes in our body's electrical field.
That reminds me of those studies from the University of Tokyo about how trees communicate through electrical impulses in their root systems. Are you saying there's a connection there?
Exactly. And that's just the beginning. You know how the traditional texts talk about synchronizing the mantra Pranava Shakti Jaya with the rhythm of the northern lights? Well, modern research has shown that the aurora borealis actually produces electromagnetic frequencies between 0.1 and 40 hertz, the exact same range as human brainwaves during meditation.
Oh wow, so these ancient practitioners were essentially creating a natural biofeedback system without any modern technology. But how does someone actually work with these rhythms in practice?
So here's where it gets really interesting. Traditional texts describe 3 key timing windows for practice: dawn, dusk, and what they call the magnetic midnight. These periods correspond precisely with documented fluctuations in the Earth's electromagnetic field. Studies from the HeartMath Institute have shown that during these times, our bodies are naturally more receptive to what they call coherent field interactions.
The way you describe that makes me think about quantum entanglement, how particles can remain connected regardless of distance.
That's actually a perfect analogy. Recent research from the Max Planck Institute suggests that our nervous system might operate on quantum principles, especially in our fingertips. When we perform mudras, we're essentially creating what physicists call quantum coherence in our body's electromagnetic field.
You know what's really interesting about that? Traditional texts often mention practicing this mudra in specific geographical locations, particularly near the Himalayas.
Yes, and there's solid science behind that too. Geological studies have shown that certain areas, especially around the Himalayas, have unique electromagnetic properties due to mineral compositions and tectonic activity. These areas create what scientists call geological amplifiers that can enhance the subtle energy effects of practices like the Prana Vayu Mudra.
So these ancient practitioners were essentially creating a sophisticated system for tuning into natural rhythms and energy fields that we're only now beginning to understand scientifically.
Exactly right. And here's what I find most compelling. A 2022 study published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine showed that practicing this specific mudra for just 15 minutes led to measurable changes in heart rate variability and brainwave coherence. The researchers noted that these changes were most pronounced when the practice was synchronized with natural environmental rhythms.
That really brings together the ancient wisdom and modern validation in a powerful way.
And looking toward the future, some researchers are suggesting these practices might hold keys to developing new therapeutic approaches for conditions related to electromagnetic sensitivity and nervous system disorders. We're really just scratching the surface of understanding these ancient technologies.
Well, it seems like we're at an exciting intersection of ancient wisdom and modern discovery.
You know what's really remarkable? These practices have survived thousands of years, not just because of tradition, but because they work. And now, science is finally catching up to explain why. It's like we're decoding this incredible user's manual for human consciousness that's been hiding in plain sight all along.